This is Brian, Atlanta Hot Tub Center. Today I want to do the 980 series demo. All right, congratulations on your new hot tub purchase. Thank you very much from all of us at Atlanta Hot Tub Center. Let's start off with Smart Tub, right? Smart Tub is right here. You'll go to the Sundance website. You will click on Smart Tub and you will be prompted to either download for Android or download for Apple, right, your operating system. Once you click on that, it will prompt your camera and you will put your camera over that barcode and everything will automatically populate. From there, you'll put in your name, your address, and so forth and get all started with Smart Tub, right, the fully automated system for your hot tub. Secondly, I want to start talking about the skirt here. We don't suggest pressure washing the skirt. If you do, please do it from a distance. You don't want to scar the paneling. We really just suggest you take your garden hose and spray it off really good, right? There's no wood fiber in it. It is full-on plastic. Let's get into the topside control panel here. What's beautiful about the 980 series is you do have a full glass topside, right? This is actually like a phone, right? It's got a glass topside so you can slide across it and so forth. So we'll slide across to open it. You can change the direction of this by hitting this button here if you want it facing you toward the spa or if we want to get it facing toward us, right? So from here, if you hit the jets button, you will see that all the jet pumps will come on automatically. You can individually turn them off. One thing that you didn't see illuminate was the blower, right? The blower did not come on. You will have to manually turn on your blower. So let's go back here, and then you can see this eye droplet. The eye droplet will turn on a clear ray cycle, right? You hit this button, you can actually see the circulation pump going on. And the clear ray system is now on as well. If you were to have a dinner party or have family or friends over, you may want to go forth and clean it up real good, and you could use the clear ray eye droplet to do so. The lighting system, when you hit on the lights, you can see it has interior, exterior, and light styles. If you click on the interior, you can see the speed, the brightness, and what color you want. And you just choose. You've got 5 brightness settings, 5 dim settings, 5 speed. The speed is actually going from color to color to color. So when you turn that on, it's going to go in that color wheel, right? And then, of course, you can choose any individual color here. By hitting this arrow, you can see that it'll go to all lights. So if you want all lights to be in sync, you want them all to be the same color on the interior, then you would go forth and use this function. And then, of course, you see above, right? So that's everything that's above the water line, your air controls, your waterfall. And as you continue through, you can see below, right? So that's below the water line, right? And then, of course, back to all, right? We started it all. Now, there is one more setting here. You go down here to the exterior. When I hit this exterior, you can see this light come down, right? There are 2 settings for exterior. And you just hit it. And you can go to light styles, right? So how do you want that light to look, right? We're getting real cute now. But how do you want that light to look? It could be warm, calm, soft, cool, party, cheer, right? And they're just all different shades of light, right? We're in a day and age now of chromotherapy, right? And so that's exactly what that's for. If we go back to the main, and we talk about the lights, the eye droplet, the jets, and then you've got this guy down here at the bottom. That is settings, right? If you wanted to drain your sun cooler, you could go in here, loosen up the nut at the bottom of this drain and hit drain. It will do it automatically for you. Heat and filter and water care. When you start getting into these other functions, I actually really like to send you guys to your owner's manual because there is 3 or 4 pages of heating cycles. And you really need to look on there to find out what best fits you and your family per usage and per how you like, how hot and how you like the water temperature to be. My suggestion and what I do is I like to set it into economy in summer because that'll help to keep it cooler. And there are 3 economy settings. Again, a lot of that will go on how much you and your family use it. And in winter, go into standard because standard's really going to keep that water hotter, right? Standard's basically a heat on demand, right? So it really helps to keep that water good and hot for you guys. Let's look at the rest of the hot tub here. I like to talk about the jetting first. If you get in here to the jetting, you can turn these outer collars, right? So you can individually control each jet, right? And why is that important? Because you may not want the same strength on the two jets up above and you do on the bottom, depending on what hydrotherapy, what muscle you're trying to use for the hydrotherapy, right? So let's look at all these little guys. All these little air controls, right? There's a bunch of them all around the hot tub. Let's forget about the big guys. We're not going to talk about these big handles right now, just these little guys, okay? What the little guys do is they turn air up and down on a particular section, on a particular corner, right? So, if, example, all right? If you wanted to turn up all the jets in this one seat, then you would turn that air control all the way up. Then from there, you could individually control each jet, right? So that's what a lot of people do. It is the mixture of air and water that create the action, that creates the pressure. Now, if we're running around here, we're looking at all these different air controls, you'll see that most of them have this, right? They have like a little knob here on the end, right, that you can grab and hold on to. You see it here, you see it here. If it does not, right, which is this one right here, if it does not, it controls your waterfall, okay? So the one without the little knob on the end, this would control the waterfall, right? How much water came out of it, the pressure of it. So let's talk about the big guys now, right? We were skipping over the big guys. The big guys are diverter valves, right? So this is going to divert the pressure from one side of the hot tub to the other. The next question is going to be, Brian, why would I want to do that? Well, if you really wanted massive concentrated pressure to a particular seat or section for hydrotherapy, you could turn this to get that. If you had somebody in the hot tub who really doesn't like the jets and just wants to sit in the warm water, you could turn their seat off and still have yours going, right? So there's some value there. Now, that is the jetting system, the air controls, the diverter valves, and your waterfall control. Now let's talk about some things that make the 980 different, right? So there's a sun deck here. And yes, you can sit across all three panels on your sun deck. Anytime you get hot and you want to jump up here, you can also grab a cold drink, right? Because this is a cooler, and that's a cooler over there. Again, you can sit across all these. These are all warranted and all that good stuff, right? So when you get hot, you can jump up there, grab a drink, hang out, right? So that's what's very cool about the 980 series is it goes to the experience, right? You can have people in the hot tub, and then as they get hot, they're jumping up here opposed to walking off and going to sit at a table somewhere and try to cool off. We do have also, with the 980 series, you have that great low profile, right? You have a great low profile all around the hot tub. You can get in from anywhere. So don't feel like I've had that question before, like, hey, Brian, can I get in over here? Can I get in there? Get in there? Because with the 980 series, you don't necessarily need steps, and you can get in anywhere. Anywhere that best fits you getting in or is most comfortable to get in and out. This is Brian at Atlanta Hot Tub Center and the 980 series demo.